What's up, guys? It's Adri, and this is episode 19 of Trippy Talks, and I'm here with
Sophia Bavishi.
Thanks for being here with us. So just to start out easy, what's a fun fact that fans may not know about you?
Ooh. So I am actually from the Midwest. I was born in Illinois, but grew up in Wisconsin. So I'm a big Packer fan, big cheesehead. I think that's one of the big things. I'm not from Arizona, but I've kind of been in Arizona now for like 10 years.
What's something you miss about the Midwest?
I really miss the nature. I love the nature. I miss the snow. I do miss the snow.
You miss having seasons?
I do. I miss the fall. That's my favorite time.
I know there's two seasons here. Winter or it's not even winter. It's like it's summer and less summer.
Less summer. Less summer.
Because that's why I'm still rocking shorts in December.
Right? I'm like, you could do it. You don't know.
You describe yourself as a digital performer. What does that mean to you personally?
Yes. So to me, it means I'm using a lot of technology, using a lot of digital aspects. I'm live looping, very electronic based, using Ableton Live to assist me. So yeah, that's kind of where I took that digital performer and kind of put it to its term. But I kind of realized it's kind of maybe more like electronic and live looping artist now.
Can you explain a little bit more about looping and how you create music?
Yeah. So I used to start, when I first started, I was just a singer, played some keys and piano, and then throughout college, I ended up actually dabbling around with the Ableton Push, and I started kind of just like playing around with a simple like drum beat, figuring out how to even loop that. And then from there, I actually tried to recreate songs. My first song I ever created on the Push was Glory Box by Portishead. So I figured out how to loop that, and then from there, it just kind of all started puzzling it together. I start by like dissecting the song. So I'll figure out, okay, what are the drums? What would the keys be? Strings, vocals, anything. And then I figure out how to loop that. And then I just start layering it, figuring out when do I want to bring different pieces in. And then I've kind of integrated that into my whole writing now and my whole setup.
Very nice. It's kind of crazy because even though I've been in the music industry for a while now, I just recently learned what looping was, and
that.
I didn't even know that was the whole thing. So I thought that was cool.
No, same though. I didn't.
So genuinely, just curious, so would you consider looping a part of EDM, or do you think they're the same, or are they different things?
That's such a good question because I feel like I don't truly DJ.
Yeah.
I don't use a DJ controller. I'm still I really want to start getting into that because I really think my music would translate well. But from what I've learned, and I'm sorry to any EDM producers, I know that there's definitely loops that are used, but I think a lot of it is it is a lot of loops, but if you're playing it live, it's going to be probably a DJ. But I know a lot of EDM producers will use loops and just kind of stack those loops, whether it's something off of Splice, or it's something that they created, or it's a sound design. But I would say definitely in the production aspect, definitely loops are used. I think it's a huge aspect of anything electronic, especially drum and bass.
Yeah, that's what I really like EDM, and that's one of the ones that started me into more music world is the raves and the EDM world. So I was curious if that translates.
Oh, absolutely. I definitely think it does. For sure.
I also feel your vibe would definitely work for that EDM.
It'd be
that
fun.
EDM.
I want to get into
music.
it. I really just need to do it.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'll push you. I'll be day one of getting her.
Yes, guys, you'll see it now.
What's the most challenging part about performing without a band live?
That's such a good question. I think knowing that everything relies on you, there's no one to look to, have support, no one to back you up. Let's say the music does stop, there's nothing there. And I think especially for me, it's all electronic. It's fully digital. That's why I think I do classify myself as a digital performer, because it all relies on my computer. Kind of going back to that first question, if something goes wrong with my computer or Ableton, which has happened, things can stop. I could press the wrong button. So I think just kind of knowing that it relies on me, but I also kind of like having that also, because I know, okay, at least if I mess up, it's on me then, I'll know my mistake.
So on the opposite, what's the most freeing part about that, would you say?
Yeah, I think the most freeing part is just I have so much creative control. Yeah. Also my schedule. I think that's the biggest thing is I could literally just be say it's 2 a.m., which I'm never up. literally go to bed at 10 p.m. But if for some reason I got up and it got creative, I could go do that. I could just do it on my own time. Or I find that I just get creative at random pockets of the day. So it's kind of nice just being able to go work on it myself.
I bet that's nice. And not having to like rely on other people, because I feel like scheduling, practicing, like all of everything.
And where do you practice?
Girl, I don't even.
Props to everyone that
another
does that.
Rents.
It's so amazing. All my friends that do it, I'm
crying for you.
I love it.
I know it. Literally everybody amazes me.
It's so cool.
Well, and especially since I've started doing these like trippy talks and like started talking more one-on-one, it's so crazy to see everything that really goes into it. Like
There's
I don't
so
feel
much
like
behind the scenes.
Yeah, I don't feel like people really give the credit to artists that they deserve on that aspect. It's like it's not just going up there with a mic and live performing or whatever.
Absolutely.
There's so much that goes behind
it. It's not just karaoke.
Yeah, exactly. What's a song of yours that feels the most you?
Ooh. Probably Electricity, because that was my first song that I released that was fully produced by me, and like my first like self-produced song that I released into the world. My older songs, I think like 2024, like a lot of my older stuff is that I wasn't like just me as the producer and stuff. So I feel like I was just like the songwriter and I was the performer, and now I've really taken on that initiative. So I think that was my biggest, like, it feels like me. It truly does. I was singing it, making the beat, everything. Like I think that's the closest song I've created so far that I'm like, okay, that's my genre. We're finding the genre I like.
Love that for you. I love that for you. That's so cute. How does Phoenix and your life here influence your art?
Yes, I think it's led me to so many great places. I was not planning on staying in Arizona because I'm not originally from here, and I moved here in high school, and I ended up staying for college, got a full ride, but then I wasn't even in music though. I was in a totally different, it was like digital culture, which was kind of like, I like to say it was coding for music, like it was coding music basically. It was really cool, but I could not keep up with it. And I realized how much I miss music, and then the pop program, which is what I studied, it was popular music at ASU, that kind of opened a huge door to me. So I think that's something that I love about Arizona is we have a great community. I got to meet so many people, some of my best friends, and I love our community here. Like we have such a cool community of artists, so many different artists, so many amazing people just that come from everywhere. Like it's truly the people here that I love, and they're so cool.
No, they really are. That's what I think. I say this at least once an episode, but I always say, like, literally once an episode, is that I don't think there's anywhere else that has a music scene like Phoenix. And I feel like even though people want to say, like, everybody wants to say where they're from, there's nobody like that. But there's so much talent here, and there's so much like it's different. Like you don't get that anywhere. Like even being from New Mexico, there's not. And I'll go back to New Mexico for you too now, and I'll do music and stuff while I'm there, but it's not the same. Yeah, they have their own like sense of like selfness and like art, and like because like their venues are really like intimate and like artsy and like really they have cool venues, so like they have their own theme, but like there's just something about the Phoenix vibes.
Yes, and that's another thing is our venues.
Yes,
I've been getting out to LA more and stuff to perform. And I think our biggest thing here is like we are so fortunate for sure with the venues that we have.
So many too.
And it's like and they're growing and they're amazing, and the support you have from it, like oh my gosh, like Rebel, I forever like Psycho Steve's team, like all of them, they're literally amazing, and that's something that I'm like that it's. And then like Valley Bar, their whole team, and Crescent, like it's crazy because I'm like you don't get that other places.
Yes,
you really don't.
You don't. Like it doesn't. Like it don't matter. Like it doesn't happen. So speaking of venues, what's your favorite to perform at?
That is such a hard. It's such a hard. Okay, I've only gotten once to perform at the Marquee, so that was like my favorite to like have been on so far up in Arizona, but like ones that I regularly do. I probably gotta say Rebel. That was where I did my first headline show. It's just I feel like it just always brings the best crowd, and it's such a fun, intimate scene. It's so cool because it's like you can have a sold out show, and it's so fun in there. It's crazy.
Yeah, I love Rebel.
I love it, and everyone who runs sound is always amazing. So I feel like it's really cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love it. Especially because like you can have like super intimate shows there, but you could also have good big shows. That's what like even like the main. Right?
I opened for them.
Yeah, that's what the main fucking played. That's crazy. That's crazy. Was that a psychotic show?
It was literally one of my favorite shows I ever performed. I don't think I've been at Rebel when it's been as packed as that. And that type, like,
I was
crazy.
So shocked to see them put that on as their venue. I was like, you have got to be
It was
kidding.
so cool. And
it was so cool just, like, being in an intimate crowd with that many people. Like,
and that's what it showed me is, like, you can have the most, like such a huge band, like, as big as the main, and then look at them. Like, they're like, and, like, the fans love it. They eat it up, and they would want more. Like, it's such a different experience versus, I feel like, Talking Stick, it'd be so cool, but it's like you really get to see them. Yeah, and like when you go into the crowd and you're like, oh my gosh, hi.
Yes,
it's so cool.
Literally. And then just seeing familiar faces too, because I feel like with like specifically Rebel and Valley Bar, like it's a lot of like friends supporting friends too.
Absolutely.
So like you're always seeing familiar faces in the crowds regardless.
I love it.
You've talked about wanting to do your own tour, DIY style, van and all. What would your dream tour look like?
Oh, I definitely think it would not be me alone. I know that for a fact. Like, no, I don't do everything alone because, like, you gotta have your team of people. I definitely think, like, I, of course, would probably, like, I don't know who. I'd want definitely a family member or whether it be my boyfriend, someone, for sure. But I definitely, like, I would love to probably bring on, like, for a tour, I would definitely consider, like, adding live instruments. Probably either a live drummer, maybe keys, strings, something like that. Some element. Yeah. And I think for me, it would probably look at, like, me booking my own venues, finding places that I built relationships with, and that's why I'm trying to, like, go around different cities. I've been looking into Austin, been in LA, trying to, like, figure out. So it'd be very DIY. I would definitely drive, because flying, I just feel like that'd be hard with my gear.
Yeah.
So I would probably drive. I don't know if I would rent or, like, what I would do. Try to pack it in my little car, have a little sedan, so I don't know. It could work. So it would be very DIY. I'm like, that's why I'm like, I'm not there yet. I know I'm not there yet. And I think that right now is not my biggest priority is, like, touring. Like, I would really love to open for someone. That is right now my biggest goal is opening. I think as far as, like
for on a tour?
Yes, like opening for someone. Like, anyone. And I think being their opener, going along, and I would figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
But I think that's become my goal rather than, like, putting on my own tour now. Because I think for me, it's like I'm still just trying to really figure out my craft and just really I want to focus on the performing aspect of it.
Well, I feel like that makes it easier too to not have necessarily all the pressure on you, especially for your first tour. Yes. So that you kind of get like the feel for it and stuff, and then you have people that have gone through it. And,
exactly.
Yeah, I see your vision. Yes. Okay. So for the hypothetical tour though, what city would you stop in first, and which would you be the most excited to visit?
Okay, I don't know. Ooh, stop in first. I know, because I'm like, you got to really think about that, because I feel like I would end Phoenix last if I'm still. That would probably make sense. I feel like first, maybe Pennsylvania. I really love Pennsylvania. That's where my boyfriend's from, and I love that's become one of my favorite states. Like, I love it there so much. I think we really could actually do a show in Philly. That would be really fun. I definitely, like, the most excited place I'd be excited. Is that was one of them?
Yeah.
Probably either Wisconsin or Illinois, because I have family in both. And that, like, my dream is to play Lollapalooza. Like, it would be a full, and Summerfest. Like, both of those would be a huge, like, circle for me of, like, okay, especially Summerfest, like, I literally lived in Milwaukee. Like, I know that lake. Like, I've been there. I know the coffee shop across the street. Like, it'd be such a full circle moment.
Like, it's personal.
So I think I'd be so excited just to be on the Midwest and East Coast. Like, I love it over there. It'd be so cool.
Literally never been on that side of the country.
You have to go.
The farthest I've been is Colorado.
No, you gotta go. The East Coast, it is gorgeous. It is something that I'm just like.
Yeah, no, literally, I have a friend that lives in Boston, and he constantly will send me photos, and I'm like,
it's gorgeous.
What is that? It can't even comprehend in my little desert brain.
It's so different from desert. Real. Yeah, that's, I think, moving here was the biggest change for me. I was like, it's dirt. I was like, Mom, Dad, it was my gosh, and we moved literally during Christmas too. I was like, this is not a white Christmas. Where does the snow?
Girl, where's the Christmas?
I was like, where is it, Mom and Dad?
Mom, I'm sweating and it's Christmas.
No, literally, I was like, why is it like 80 degrees? It's supposed to.
Why is Santa wearing swim trunks?
Such a wake-up call where I was like, wow, yeah, West Coast is different. But I love it so much, and it's like I would never have had this community in elsewhere.
Yes. Do you think you'd survive a tour more on gas station snacks or coffee?
So I'm a barista, so like I love coffee. Like that is literally like I don't know, because coffee can like suppress your appetite.
That's true.
It probably would be a lot of caffeine. I'm gonna be honest, but it would be coffee. It wouldn't. I don't do energy drinks, so probably be coffee. I just when I eat too many snacks, and I end up just getting tired and sick.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. If you could only cover one song forever, what would it be?
Probably would be Glory Box by Portishead. It is, I don't know, it's something about singing it. Love it so much. Feels right in my voice. Playing it, I'm playing it just on the piano, which is, I don't like really playing piano as much like for my songs.
Yeah.
But that is one I'm like, okay, it's so fun. So probably Glory Box by Portishead.
That's a good one. That's a good choice for sure. If your music was a flavor of ice cream, what would it be?
Oh my gosh. That's such a good question. I'm thinking like something definitely colorful. I'm thinking like maybe rainbow sherbet. Probably rainbow sherbet, because it's like it's not fully like hard electronic, but it's like it's a little softer side. There's still that pop-esque.
Like happiness.
Yeah, there's still that pop-esque. Yeah, so it, like hyper pop type.
I can see that for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
I love that question.
If aliens landed mid-show, which song of yours are you playing first for them?
That's crazy. Okay, maybe We Broke Up, which was my first ever song, and it's just a hilarious song, which it's just talking about like if you break up, but it's a happy breakup song. It's like like you break up and like you're literally moving on to your next ex. So I'd just be teaching them about breakups and like, hey, you'll get through it. I think it'd be just so funny, and I get them to sing along too. It's catchy.
I bet they'd be singing, dancing, bopping, everything. If your music was a color, what would it be?
That's a really good question. I've definitely thought about this before. Probably pink or purple. It's either one. I cannot choose. Yeah. Maybe magenta, because I guess that kind of goes in the. That's a mix of one. Nice. Yeah.
Okay. I could get behind that one for sure. If your music could teleport people anywhere in the world instantly, where would you send them?
Oh, like anywhere. Like a country too? Anywhere. Oh my gosh.
It could even be outside of like the Earth.
Yeah, okay. So oh my gosh, giving you another planet somewhere. Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. Ooh. Honestly, I feel like I feel like it'd just be like somewhere like a big nature party. Like bungalows, but you're like in like the woods. But it's like it's chill. It's not creepy. It's not weird.
Like electric forest.
Yes, there you go. Electric forest vibes, 100%. Like something just like that. Like everyone's vibing, you're having fun.
Having a great time.
Yeah.
You look over and you see a fairy.
Literally, like that's exactly that. But then it's very colorful. There's rainbows.
Yes. Mushrooms.
Yeah. Just like it's plants. It's a great time.
All right, last question. It's time to plug yourself. What's next? You got new music, shows. What you got going on?
Yes, as far as music goes, I actually have a song I've been working on with one of my friends. It should be coming out. We don't know yet, but they go by the name of Siren Gliss now. So they're such an amazing harpist. So we just finished up a new song actually with one of our friends who he mixed and mastered at Strabs. He was actually part of the band Catastro. He's incredible. So it's kind of like a new avenue I've been working on, like just meeting new people lately. So that's kind of been exciting for me. It's like I feel like I'm finding my spark again. I kind of like go in these phases where like I go in and out of them. Like life is crazy busy because I'm like so busy also on just like focusing also on like real life stuff too, like work and like paying the bills, everything. Yeah, and just figuring out like okay.
Our art could pay our bills, it would be a different world.
Exactly. And so like I've been working on other stuff also. I definitely like EP is in the works. Don't know at all like when or anything, but I definitely have other new stuff in the works. And then shows, I actually this Sunday, September 7th, I am doing like a little matinee show at Crescent Ballroom with Hyperbella, so that'll be very fun. I love them so much.
Oh, they're fun.
They're so fun. Cassidy, she's actually my voice teacher.
Oh,
yeah,
no way.
love them. Like it's such a small world here. Like I love it.
That's why I photographed them at M3F.
Oh, that's so fun.
They're so
yeah,
fun.
It's so cool. So I'm so excited. Like it's so fun to hear them live. And then I have a show November 23rd, I believe, at Rebels. So I'm excited for that. So yeah, things are up and coming. So yeah, I'm definitely like just really right now I think focusing on like not a rebrand, but like just really getting everything together. Can I cuss? Getting my shit together. Yeah.
I feel that. I feel that so much. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you.